Good afternoon, friends. This is Tina from Gardening Blooms, and today we are going to look at the fenugreek seeds and how to grow them. Um, the name of scientific name for fenugreek is Trigonella fenugreecum. It's used in India for thousands of years. It's ancient. It's a herbal herb, and it has many benefits. It helps to reduce cholesterol. It lowers blood sugar, reduces inflammation. It helps to produce. Also, it is known that it increases the milk in breastfeeding mothers. Also, it is increases the appetite. So there are many several benefits of using the fenugreeks. The fenugreeks are grown. They grow 2 to 3 feet tall. The leaves are green. They have a white flowers, and they get the pods which has these green, brown green color seeds in there. And those are the one you can use it for eating as spices. You can grind, make a powder. You can sow and make another plants. So there are several things you can make sweets out of it. So there are several uses of fenugreek. So the and they are used in Asia for thousands of years. They have medicinal value. They are used in soaps and shampoos. Also, they have irons, calcium, vitamin C, and also as ascorbic acid. That is the vitamin C. It has lots of vitamin C in it. It's used in Asia and Mediterranean countries, and as we were saying, it has calcium, iron, ascorbic acid, which helps to boost the immune system. So let's look at how to grow them.
Great.
So let's look at how we can grow them. So here are some fenugreek seeds, and these are dry, and you can store them in a long time. So to grow them, you take maybe, let's say, one teaspoon of the seeds. You add it in the water, and then soak it for, let's say, overnight or 2 days. And they will start a little bit, they will soak a little bit, and then the soaked seeds, you just add it in the soil. You just sprinkle on the top of the soil. Then you can cover the soil lightly with, cover the seeds lightly with the soil. Do not do not bury them too deep, because they are okay. They will grow even if they are on the top, or as much as you can, as long as you can cover it with the slightly with the soil, and just water it, and water it, and then uh, then leave it in the semi-shade area, and within a week or so you will see the seeds are sprouting, and they will start growing into, they will start growing. These are about uh, 4 weeks old or 4 or 5 weeks old, and they will start growing. You can remove as much as the leaves you want for your cooking purposes or eating purposes, and they will grow again. The left other leaves will start growing, so you can use it for a long time. If you need to, you can remove the whole crop and replant another seeds if you like to see more dense product harvest. So let's say that I removed some of these leaves for my cooking purposes, and let's see what we can do the next step.
Great.
Okay, so for today we are going to use those fenugreek seeds which we removed from the garden, uh, from the plant, and we are going to make flat bread out of it. Um, it's called paratha in Hindi. For that, I'm taking 1 cup of wheat flour. I'm taking 2 types of millets flours. Half a cup of that, half a cup of this. 1 cup of wheat flour, half a cup of chickpea flour. This is 1 cup of fenugreek leaves. Then I have some spices here. I have some cumin, sesame seeds. There is some, it's optional, you can add black pepper or chaat masala. There is a caraway seeds or ajwain. There is turmeric, there is coriander powder, some salt, and then I have grinded some ginger and green chili, and I will be adding to that in the batter, and then 1 tablespoon of some yogurt, and 1 cup of fenugreek leaves, and some oil. Okay, so I'm going to knead this right now. I'm going to mix all the ingredients: wheat flour, millet flours, some chickpea flour, and one thing about fenugreek leaves, uh, instead of cutting it with the knife, you want to cut this with hand like this, tiny leaves, so that they are not too bitter. It reduces the bitterness. So I'm going to cut those, and even if you don't cut, it doesn't really matter, but this releases some of the fragrances of those leaves when you cut it with the cut them a little bit. They will enhance a little bit of taste. So it's not going to take too long. Okay, so that I'm going to add all the spices. Cumin seeds, half a teaspoon, sesame seeds, then some coriander powder, some turmeric powder, some caraway seeds, and some chaat masala or black pepper, and some salt. In that I'm going to add 1 chili and ginger which I have grinded, and that I'm going to add it to that. Then I'm going to add some yogurt to that, 1 tablespoon yogurt. And then I'm going to add some oil to that, 1 tablespoon oil, 1 or 2 tablespoons rather, and we will mix it to the dough. I'm going to start adding a little bit of water at a time, so the dough is not too thin or too soft. A little water at a time, so that it won't be too watery at the beginning. it still needs water. At this point, I'm going to use my hands to knead this properly. Okay, so the dough is ready and I'm going to cover it and leave it for 15 minutes to rest. Okay, so it has been 20 minutes and the flour has been settled. And now the next step will be making the round dough and then flattening it to make a flat bread. So let's begin on that. Okay, so we have a dough. I rolled it and now I'm going to make a small round flat bread, small size right now, only that small. Then I'm going to apply some oil. And then apply a little bit of dry flour in the middle and fold that into this shape. One and then another fold, and then I am going to roll this out into flat bread, applying a little bit of dry flour. If it gets sticky, you can always apply some dry flour. Do your best to make it as round as possible, but if not, that's okay. Okay, so we have rolled the flat bread, and now I'm going to go and cook it on the skillet. At the beginning, I'll apply a little bit of oil, not too much, just to have that started. But the skillet is a little hot right now, and it will stick the. So that's sorry for the shape, but you know, it will still taste good. Okay, so more important is the healthy bread. Instead of using the all-purpose flour, we have used millet flours, some chickpea flour, some wheat flour, and then we are using fenugreek leaves, and that will give a little bit of more I will turn it one more time. You apply a little bit of oil other side, we did not. There we go. So it is already done, and similar to that, other flatbreads will be done. I will be applying some butter. This is a clarified butter, and this can be used with some yogurt. Serve it with the